Alright, so let's look at the filing obligation. And when the IRS checks whether you need to file, and they generally look at your gross income, okay? So that's everything that you earn before. This is very, very important. You might think, well, I got like exclusion or deduction, right? But general rule of thumb is that IRS checked the gross income, okay? Before any exclusions and deductions. That's a general rule of thumb. We're talking about the overview, the whole picture here, okay? So even if you qualify for, say, foreign earned income exclusion, okay? So, for example, you earn below a certain threshold, you might qualify for the foreign earned income exclusion, or other scenario, right? So, yeah, we will talk about the tiny little bit detail here. We're talking about right now the whole picture. Even if you qualify for the deduction or exclusion, the IRS still expects you to file first and then claim the exclusion or deduction later. So it's like a file and then claim. That's like two steps. Okay? So the filing obligations, as I mentioned in many videos, majorly depends on three things. Really think about three things: your income and your filing status and your age. Okay? And if your unfortunately the total income crossed the IRS threshold, period. That's it. you have to do that. It doesn't really matter whether your income come from Shenzhen, Seoul, or like some Switzerland, invest in some like chocolate shop in Switzerland. In Swiss, it doesn't really matter. Okay, you report first and then exclude later. Okay, so basically, some people may got a wrong idea of no tax then no filing. Okay. Say, well, I don't need to pay tax. Maybe they already. A lot of clients actually they throughout the help of AI, and they are pretty good at doing business. So they got a urge of study and understanding themselves. So they know some deduction and exclusion rules, and read the IRS publication, and then they got a wrong idea. I can, like, using all these good tax laws to reduce my tax to zero, right? Of course, you can do that, but no tax does not mean that no filing. Okay, the IRS just doesn't share that kind of optimism. Okay, so even though you got tax, you got no tax, you need to file first and claim all this good stuff later. So that's the filing obligation that you need to consider, especially when we're talking about the foreign income. You have to do this, and you have to file this, and you have to file this multiple times in order to fulfill that, because this part is extremely easy to forget, and the penalty is huge. Okay?